Hey y'all, this is your girl Champagne. Welcome to my page. Today I'm talking about our Knicks. Not in a rush, but I want to just get my 2 cents from last night. I wanted to get on last night, but I was I was so devastated, and I wasn't devastating because we lost. I was devastated because of the lack of effort. I was devastated because in the first quarter it was like we lost. That first quarter we lost it. Once they kept going up, he kept using his timeouts. Coach Brown kept using his timeouts. I was like, here we go again. A part of me thinking the team is sabotaging Coach Brown because they could play better than that. I said something is wrong, and we need to get to the bottom of it. They need to get to the bottom of it. Because online we're gonna speculate and we're gonna say anything. What I'm not gonna say is catch for it like majority of the people online. Oh, he's this and that. Get him out of here. He had 20 something points, whether you like it or not. He scored and he did some decent things. And it's just a shame that the New York fan base, majority, not all, because I see a lot of people taking up for Cat, they just got with Brown. How we are fans of our own team and we won't let it simmer. We won't let people gel. The first thing, excuse me, I've been drinking water again. The first thing come out our mouths is fire them, get rid of them, trade them. Excuse me. That's not a recipe for success. These guys are 28, 29, 27, 26. They old in the NBA or getting to be old because what's 34 and 35, you're old because your knees, your body, your bones don't move the way you used to move. So this goes on Leon Rose, if you're asking me. Leon Rose, you got to start cooking. We got February 5th. Don't wait until all the players are allocated to teams, drafted, traded, whatever you want to use as your terminology of going to the next team. It's really sad that the effort's not there because you can't blame Brown for the effort because they out there playing, not Brown. But you can blame him for not putting in players at the right time because Dear Wara, I don't know why you should just play them. Play him so he could get some minutes to develop because he had some potential. Shamit, he's not ready yet. He was doing well before he got hurt, but he didn't get to the point yet where he's back, NBA ready. He's a guy that comes off the bench. He's not a starter, so he knows his position. Okay, Yaba, there's no reason you put him in a game unless you're trying to showcase that he can't play and nobody want to pay for him. Everybody said, put McCullers in. For what? He can't play either. Put Dadier. They put him in. He can't play either. Put Jameson. For what? He can't play either. put Huck Porty. Huck Porty, he could play, but he don't have the mental NBA mindset. But he has the hustle. He run up and down that court. He's a hustler. That's why I like him and Deawara. I would like to keep them too. But the rest, I would like to trade them for some more pieces. Not the type of piece they are. I want pieces where they ball us. You want to see them ball. You're in the tri-state. You cannot not ball in the tri-state. And that's Leon. That's Leon and Rose. You the GM, you the scout, whatever you want to call yourself. It's your job to bring that here. Because you're making everybody mad at JB and Towns. Because they get exhausted trying to hold the team down all the time. They're exhausted. And y'all blaming it on the Cup. Listen, I give Cup probably 25% of the blame because when you win something, a tournament at that magnitude, it felt like you won a championship. You didn't. It's a tournament. It's a tournament. And that's why the Knicks, in my opinion, should have hung up a banner in the wall somewhere when the crowd walking in so they could see it. The arrogance, the attitude, oh, we don't want the Cup. That's why we having this problem, if you're asking me. We so uppity, we so arrogant. Just listen to some of the podcasts, the dudes in the hood. It's just, all they doing is making clickbait and money. That's all. They're not loyal. They not loyal. Because if you loyal and you use your channel to analyze correctly, you got these dudes just coming up every day. Breaking news, Towns getting traded. You didn't hear that. That's a lie. That's a lie, and you should be reported for lying. Stop lying. He didn't get traded. Bold-faced lie, and you didn't get all the views you was expected. Stop lying. That's what's wrong with people in this world, always lying. And then the other little, I ain't gonna mention your name yet. I don't care if you don't like me. Y'all got to stop acting like you remedial. You messing up your podcast and your YouTube channel with all that hood stuff. We Knicks fans, we want to hear what you got to say, but we can't because you don't made your fan base hate the Knicks. You made your fan base hate Towns. How you feel like mistreating your own teammate like that? Well, he should produce. Then that's what you should say. All of y'all can't come on this internet and degrade one player when you saw what I saw. Unless you blind and you need glasses with bifocals on them. Because the whole team stunk, if you ask me. Oh, Deuce the only one playing. He didn't play the other night. Just throwing up helicopters. Hart didn't use his heart. So there's something going on. They probably trying to get Mike Brown out of there. Because Hart just was holding the ball. That's not him. He takes the ball and start running off. Something is going on. And Brown, you might be out of here if the players don't like you. Whoopity-whoopity-doo. Because your system is to run, gun, and shoot and see what's open and make a decision. You're trying to get Towns to learn all these positions when you know that's not his position. He wants to play his position. And then you get people like the commentators, well, he should be able to play this and that. No. You don't know what Brown is trying to teach him. So why are you babbling off your mouth during the game, Reggie Miller? And then you use the word, all of y'all knuckleheads, the silly fouls. What was a silly foul last night? He didn't kick that guy in the groin. He went up for a shot and he was falling out of bounds. He's 7 foot and he got 20 size shoes. He shoots like that anyway if you watch him. It's like y'all don't have no wisdom. You have the knowledge. You don't use the wisdom, so you don't get understanding. He's falling out of bounds. He didn't take his foot and kick that man in the nut. And you know the guy was playing most of the time trying to get him thrown out. Y'all don't use your brain. Can't you see what they trying to do to him? And y'all keep jumping on him, piling on him. Oh, he make a silly. How's that a silly foul? He's the one shooting, going out of bounds. Of course your leg gonna go up. You're 7 feet. But not us. We're not gonna protect you. We're diehard Knicks fans, but we're not gonna protect our own team. Man, let me tell you something. When it's your team, it's a rule. Tell me the truth and I'll lie for you. Y'all don't do that for your team. So I don't want to hear your diehard Knicks fan. Your diehard just want to see wins. That's why we don't have any. As a championship win, I'm talking about. Because there's no support here. Oh, we got the biggest market. So? Scrutinize the player. Analyze the player. So what? You got to get on JB too. He haven't done his job. And he's the clutch man. So something is going on. And he trying to get people, come on, let's have a meeting. Half of the coach talking to the other player. The other player over there. That's not the time you have your meeting. The time you have your meeting, when you tell the coach get out the room, it's just us in the locker room. Not in front of the world. Always trying to make people feel bad when it's you. You, JB. You're the point guard. You handle the business out there. Or don't be a point guard. Be a shooting guard. You 6. They be saying 6'2", now you 6. You got heart. You got a lot of heart, buddy. I will never take that from you. You and Hart have, y'all got heart. Robinson played pretty good, but he made some mistakes. But that's part of the game. As soon as Towns make us, silly foul. What's a silly foul unless he did it without thinking? Stop calling basketball fouls silly. A 7'2" awkward person. He's awkward. You can call him a clown, anything you want, but he run up and down that court. The man is hurt and he's still out there working. And then and to have the whole town, the tri-state turn on you online, and then you got coaches calling you out in public. I would fire I would fire Brown right away if he ever did that to any of my teammates. I would have to let him go. That's when you co-sign on stuff like that, and then you hug Draymond, you make it all right for everybody else to disrespect Towns. That's what's wrong with NBA today. You disrespect players when you're not doing nothing yourself. You do that so he could be the narrative, the scapegoat. Oh, he's trash. He had 20 points. How is he trash? I'm taking my vote back from the All-Star. So what? You're not a true fan. Why don't you go about your business? Go to another team. And you'll see they're going to win and they're going to lose too. Because last time I checked, only one team wins the championship every year. So the rest of the team didn't win. But nah, fire this person, get rid of this person. Hey, do what whatever. Clickbait. That's all y'all are. Y'all get on here. The first thing y'all go Towns because y'all want to check. Y'all not doing NBA analyzation. Some of y'all have great minds out there. I be listening to you, but I have to turn off because you start that idiotic stuff with Towns. It's a team sport. It's not boxing where you're in the ring by yourself. It's a team sport. That's like football. You're going to blame Aaron Rodgers when they didn't catch the ball. They didn't learn their plays. And he went to another team and showed you if you learn a little something, you get a little farther in life. It's a team effort. And I wish some of you knuckleheads, that's right, knuckleheads, learn to stop harassing your own teammate. How embarrassing is that? I can't even get over it. I can't even get to the game because I'm still dealing with y'all and your hate for Towns. A gentleman is always the one who act like a gentleman get hated on in this society. You want him to be a thug. Yeah, we want somebody hard. Then that's not him. Leon need to go get 2 more ballers who's dogs. That's not his personality. What are you, something mentally wrong with you? Do y'all have mental illness or something out there? Because that's not Towns. Out of his 10 careers, that's not Towns. And don't forget where he just came from, Minnesota. He played pretty well. Because he had the right pieces around him. We don't have the right pieces around him. JB is the problem. When he played with Kolek just throw that ball to him, do what he wants. He's so free spirit, he gets it. JB, I'm going to get my 30. I'm going to be MVP. I'm going to the championship. I don't care about my players. That's why we're not winning nothing. That he got that, I'm getting mine, you get yours. That's not a leader. He should be a shooting guard. That will solve the problem. Now, Mikal, let's go to Mikal. I would trade him right away because I've seen enough as well. Y'all blaming Cat. Cat is working. Whether you like him or not, he's working. He missed shots, missed stuff because he looking for fouls. Once he get some type of psychologist to help him with lead the ref alone, he'll be a monster. But he has mental illness about fouls. I could just see it. But Mikal, he has mental problems about finishing something, moving, without somebody telling him. The ball be right there on the floor and he just watches. He'll stare at the other person go dive on it. Like that out of bounds play a few games back. You lollygagging running out the court. Like, use your brain. Get out the way. We all saw it. Like, why you didn't see it? Like when he passed the ball to someone and they not even looking at him. And then you blame Towns because he wasn't looking. No, it's always the one who's throwing the ball. You got to see where you're throwing at and understand who's around that person. That's the problem. Y'all got low ball IQ. The game is 90% neck up. I love you, but I'm going to critique you right without being too harsh. Because my argument is not to get on Towns. My argument is to get on everyone. That's my argument. That's my premise. It's not Towns is doing a great job. It's not that. It's if you're going to get on him, you got to get on the rest of them. That's my issue. Because I know what I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm watching. I know what I'm watching. and I'm watching a team not gelling with the Brown's new system. Because sometime it worked. Like in the beginning, we lost and we got it to work. Our team is not a 3-point shooting team like Boston on a daily basis. We get tired. We get exhausted. We get exhausted running around because most of us not in shape. You could be skinny and not in shape if you don't apply yourself. Bridges should not be a starter. I don't know why they keep him in the rotation as a starter. Well, who we going to put? Someone who makes a difference in the first quarter because they lose in the first quarter. And they playing catch up through the whole game and their legs get tired. The heart, they get tired. And Hart, oh, wait till you get back in the rotation. Yeah, he did well the first day. He did very well. But as you can see, he came back to his old ways. They have the mentality as I watch and I speculate, well, if you ain't going to do it, I'm not going to do it. That's not who we are. We all grind. We all chase balls. We all get up and down the court. If someone get hurt, don't say they're not hurt. That's the most ignorant statement y'all can say. Oh, he's soft. He always Towns always on the floor. Well, he's 7 feet. If the camera show you how high he's jumping and trying to land without breaking his ankles, how they call us the most educated fan base when you don't realize he's jumping? Let the camera look some of those pictures. Let's see how high he jumped off the ground. Let me see you jump off a roof and land on your feet. That makes some sense, man. Woo. That's why I do my own little thing now, because I got tired of watching y'all just clickbait and you got the fans acting crazy. I hope I get a bunch of my own fans where we know how to critique the game with some common sense, I'm not saying they're all great players. You know they're not great ballers. They good ballers. I know what great look like, and we don't have it on our team because we don't have the right GM. We're going years and years still with the same problem. Defense. They hear us. They know it. Don't tell me they don't know. They know. And y'all keep saying, oh, Leon cooking. Cooking what? What is he cooking? Broke down ball players? Players who can't even jump and slam on a regular basis and do a 360? Listen, guys like we have, our starters are guys that come off the bench. We need a whole new starting team that play ball. You look around the team, they got ballers. They got all these young guys coming in. They pro ready. Where are pro ready? We got Didier and McCullough. They not pro ready. What are we doing? I'm not saying they won't go to other team and do well. What I'm saying, they not pro ready. You just look at the little minutes they get in and seconds they get in, they don't know what to do. No one can make a shot. No one can throw the ball without somebody snatching. They make terrible, they rigid, they scared to make a mistake because they don't play enough, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It was hurtful last night. It was hurtful the other night, but that's part of being a Knicks fan. We've been through some nights where they only won 17 wins in a season or less. I've been watching the Knicks for years. It's been a lot of heartbreak. I remember Smith tried to, all he had to do was hit the backboard. He missed like 2 or 3 shots, and that would have took them to the next level. I remember ran into him in Hoboken, and I didn't say one word. It wasn't my right. But I looked at him. Every time I saw him, I was like, damn, he could have slammed. He could have hit the backboard. That's why they got the square on the backboard. Hit that baby. Call it a bank shot. But in the heat of a game, it's 90% neck up. Our team don't have brain game. That's the problem. We got talent, good talent. We don't have great talent. We just don't have the mental. We're not on the same page. The coach trying to force a system down our throats. It's not going to work, Brown. What can Brown do for you? Well, this is what you can do for us, Brown, in my opinion, speaking for me, and other people agree, fine, but if not, I don't speak for other people. So I'm going to submit. Have more than one system when you come to a team. Don't just have one system. Oh, that's what the league is doing. You can't make a player do that if that's not them. Because you're talking every game. Y'all playing almost every other night, and y'all flying around the world 2 and 3 hours. Man, people tired. That's the NBA fault too. They have the game so close. You can't even get your legs to rest, so you're exhausted. I mean, I knew guys who play ball every day, day after day, but they was conditioned for pro. These guys, you can see most of them. Look at their stomach. They don't have stamina because the stomach is out of shape. Just look at most of their stomachs. You could tell they don't eat healthy for the season. All of them have some type of gut. Look at Hart. Look at his gut. You're gonna be tired all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's my phone, Who's hollering at me? Oh, the bill collector. Good luck. Nah, I pay my bills on time or before the 30 days up. That's how I rock. I just feel as though we got to go through this. We about to play OKC. We about to lose by 60 points if they don't get it together. You know, we're gonna lose by a lot. Brown got on post game interview. The other game was our worst game ever. Brown, you gotta stop talking like that. You drain me when you talk. You sound like what's that on the Little Rascal? What's that? No, Fat Albert, that little boy on Fire. I'm like, man, I could care less whether you like me. I was rooting for you to be the coach. I didn't like the pick as Brown as the coach. I knew you had some accolades, but now that I see you, I'm glad you have an open door policy, but at one point you got to put your foot down. Not in public, though. I know what a coach sounds and look like. I've been around coaches all my life. You don't sound like a coach. You don't protect your players. I'm watching you. You make me cringe when you start talking to the post media. That media is not on your side, bro. Especially up here where we're from. They take that information to destroy you and write their columns and pieces. Look what Alan Hahn wrote the other day about Towns and the team. He tore us up. He thought he was being nice. And I bet you sit there and speak to Towns dead in his face. And then yet he'll talk about him like a rat. We live in a world where it's no loyalty, it's no respect. To all the fans who look at it the way I look at it as a team sport, this one's for you. All those who take one player and destroy them, I ask you to look at it from all angles because it takes a team. Because you can ask John Calipari. His whole team played. Excuse me. His whole team played. His whole team played because he specialized in giving people a position. Mike Brown looked like he doesn't run plays. Look like people don't know what position they're in. They're just running up and down the court. Most of these guys are used to plays. They've been in college. They've been on teams where they're running plays. Mike, you need some plays. It don't look like you run nothing but, go this way, run. They in the pros. You still coaching them like they in minor league or something. You might be going before the All-Star is over if you don't get it together mentally, because you got to get it together mentally too. That's why they saying about Mike Brown. That's why I see why you get fired all the time. Hey, I see too. Once that Draymond thing, you hugging him after he don't disrespect the call. I don't care what problem you have with Carl. Y'all team. Y'all brawl together. You gonna talk about, oh, you ain't speaking to me? You shouldn't even be talking to that joker right now. You speak to him outside. You have no loyalty to your team. What are you doing here? I'm just saying. That's what it looked like. Y'all just go take coaching jobs. Nah. Once you coach a team, that got to be like your child, your stepchild or something. You got to do better. Deuce, you got to get on You got to shoot better. You're pretty good, but you got to stay consistent. Kolek, you got to get in the gym, and you got to get in that film. You got to learn this game. You got to learn this game, or they're gonna ship you out. Um, who else? OG. OG is OG, cause he'll get you some good stuff. He just his own man. You know what I mean? And Mitch, you did well the other night. You made some mistakes when we needed you, but you did pretty well. And you see how when you got the ball, you went up and slammed it. That's what you do. You get the ball and you kick it back out. For what? I saw you in the video. You could bounce. You act like you can't dribble. I saw you dribble. How you a big man? They won't allow you to just do your thing. You can't be at the top of the key. Both of you and Towns have no business at the top of the key. Near the foul throw, near the 3-point line. For what? For what? Both of y'all got slow feet. Y'all walk like turtles. Y'all move like turtles. That's why I get a lot of fouls on both of y'all. Even though they're going to say Towns is silly fouls. No. He got big feet, size 20. And his knees are bad. He's slow. And he's a little older. You need some young boys who can gun and run. All the teams got them now. That's why they look like they smoking us. Because they are with them young boys. Them young boys, they ready. But only one team going to win it. And for the ones who really hating on the Knicks, we still in third place, third seed. Relax. We third seed. We was 2. Boston lost last night. Are you going to sit there and criticize them and call them names and call Jaylen Brown some names? Nah, I'm the Knicks. Relax. It's a tough league. Yes, they didn't look like they was cohesive and they was all discombobulated. Don't expect the podcast. I don't expect y'all to be docile. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's your team you're talking about. Other people are watching us online destroy our own team. That must be discouraging. Whew. That can make somebody have mental illness when you thought you was coming here and be a part of something. Because when Tibbs was here, and y'all don't want to hear about Tibbs, well, that's our comparison. That's what we do in this country. We compare of what used to happen. Tibbs had defense, but he still had the same problems we had with defense. We got exposed in the playoffs. Let's act like we know. We didn't have nobody on the bench. And defense, these guys was tired. That's why we lost. No defense. So it's on Leon, baby. Leon, come on. Roll, stop dozing. We have to make a trade to bring in 2 powerful ballers under that basket. Once we get that, watch how things change and turn around. You know, it's your girl Champagne. And I'm just kicking it about my Knicks. And I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and shared. You're going to agree to disagree, agree to agree. It's on you. But I'm still going to be me. Y'all be y'all. I'll be me. But take it easy on your team. That's all I ask you. Don't just get one person. Get them all. Because it takes a team to ball. I've been in sports all my life. I never heard people blaming one person all the time. And I saw them encourage that person to do better. To see what I'm seeing today, the hate. Oh, he getting paid millions of dollars. But you ain't paying him. And then you got people, give me my money back. Can I get a refund? What did you buy? What did you buy? You don't buy nothing. Oh, I forgot you get paid from social media. So don't you want your money, man? You getting paid to act crazy on the line. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. 120. I love y'all. And the ones who don't love me, that's on you, baby. Because I believe in team sport. I believe in mentality. I believe in dogs. And I believe in coaches helping you to help yourself. Not to throw you under the bus on national TV. I have no respect for unloyal people. Oh, he wasn't doing that. I know what I saw. Look, I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me on my channel. This is your girl Champagne, and I'm about to sign off. So 1, 2, 3, peace.